As Secretary Blinken said this weekend, Hersh Goldberg Polin is an American hero. The Secretary got to know Hersh's parents over the past 11 months, and like so many Americans who met them or who saw them in one of their many television appearances advocating for the release of their son, he heard from them time and time again what a special human being Hersh was. Hersh was a young man known by his family, by his friends for his kindness, for being a gentle soul who loved traveling, who loved music. And of course, he was attending a music festival on October 7th when it was attacked by Hamas, and he witnessed the murder of so many citizens, not just of Israel, but of countries around the world. The world also knows about the courage that Hersh demonstrated that day, how he took refuge in a shelter with others who were attending the festival, and when Hamas threw grenades into that shelter, he picked up grenade after grenade and threw them back out until eventually one of them blew one of his arms off. Hersh continued to demonstrate that same courage for the 330 days he spent in Hamas captivity. Tragically, any deal to bring home the hostages will come too late for him. But there are dozens of hostages still remaining in Gaza, still waiting for a deal that will bring them home. It is time to finalize that deal. The people of Israel cannot afford to wait any longer. The Palestinian people, who are also suffering the terrible effects of this war, cannot afford to wait any longer. The world cannot afford to wait any longer. Over the coming days, the United States will continue to engage with our partners in the region to push for a final agreement. During talks last week, we made progress on dealing with the obstacles that remain, but ultimately, finalizing an agreement will require both sides to show flexibility. It will require that both sides look for reasons to get to yes, rather than reasons to say no. In a speech 2 weeks ago, John Polin, the father of Hersh Goldberg Polin, said, "There's a surplus of agony on all sides of the tragic conflict in the Middle East, and in a competition of pain, there are no winners. That pain, for Israelis, for Palestinians, for the region, has gone on for far too long. It's time to reach a ceasefire that brings the hostages home, that alleviates the suffering of the Palestinian people, and that ultimately brings an end to this war, and that's exactly what we will continue to push to reach."